MTG Sunday Jank-Off with Ben Orbreak and Albino Cheese Monkey. And we're twisting things around a little bit today. We are finally bringing a Standard Brawl to the channel. So far, we're going to try doing it at the end of this set, at the end of Aether Drift. We got Tarkir Dragonstorm coming out by the time we next stream on next week. So we'll see if we want to make this an every set thing. At the end of the set, pick commanders from the set, do a Standard Brawl deck, because we're very standard around here, and see what kind of jank we can get up to. So to answer that question, well, I want to know from Albino Cheese Monkey, what's your deck name, what's your commander, and what's your deck do? Actually, don't tell me what your deck does. I want to see it behind.
Yeah. So I am the goddess Hazaret, God-Seeker. She's notable for going out and seeking gods. Hopefully she'll find one.
Okay.
If not, one other herself.
Sometimes you just have to find yourself. You
That's
know,
right.
Take that time.
Mono red, which, you know, it's not my usual go, but I'm giving it another go.
All right, and I am in Simic. It's not, blue is not my favorite color, but Simic is one of my favorite color pairs. Being green really helps. So I am playing Sabsunin Luxa Embodied. We got the river goddess herself here, folks. So the God Seeker may have found another. So we got not just
Hazard is one of the old gods in Amoket, the only survivor from the original Pantheon.
All right. So we've got ourselves a Brawl off, a Jank off, and a Goddess off all together tonight. So with that, we can look at our starting hands. I will be keeping.
Me too.
That's good. That's what we like to see. Even though in Brawl, you do get a free mulligan.
And we're off.
All right, a card I've never played outside of this deck yet. Command Tower.
I don't need any of that. I'm mono a mono.
Oh no, the scapegoat. I suspect it. What a sussy goat.
Vroom vroom.
Okay, I'm going to build my memory palace.
Okay.
There's one element in my hand that I don't like. That's... have you cast an creature spell? Okay, that could be threatening.
Fire Hazard. Did I already say the name of the deck?
I don't think you did. Fire Hazard. Name of my deck is Goddess, because I couldn't come up with something creative, so I'm just simping for Sabsunin tonight. So much speed. A menacing goat. No. All right. How scared am I of this Kindle Spark duo? I don't know. Possibly scared.
There she is. Can't
My goddess arrived first.
Unless has an even number of counters on it. 0 is even.
Notably, yes, 0 is even. Let's just get this out.
Oops, I slipped.
Oh no! The pings.
Alright. Lands. We're done with lands. Uh-oh. Now she's sus.
Oh no! Menace, indestructible haste. Okay, well done with the scapegoat.
Boom.
Your goddess is clearly more menacing than mine.
That's right.
Okay, that was a good draw. We got one of the best draws in our deck. Question is, how do we utilize it? I would like to show you Keeper's Talent.
Okay.
Would also like to show you Unable to Scream.
My one weakness, I have absolutely no enchantment removal. So it's been
fun.
This
is nasty. It's been nasty against. This is nasty play against mono red. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not that sorry.
Well, it happened to me in testing, and I was like, surely Ben hates that kind of removal. He won't do that. And she's gone.
I'm also going to play out one of my few Aether Drift cards besides Subsunin, a Market Back Walker.
You know, somebody at least had the decency to put her on the moon and turn her into a colorless land for me during testing, so...
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm not running that card.
Was that your best draw?
It might...
The unable to screen?
No, I had that in my starting hand.
Alright.
It was Innkeeper's Talent. Alright, what is... I guess I should read the Scapegoat.
It's done. It did its thing.
Why did you block with it?
Because it didn't see the trample, because there were too many. I was looking at the icons, looking for the foot. I didn't read the actual card. That's the truth. Classic arena problems. Oops.
No, my goddess. No! My goddess is reach, trample, indestructible. Ward 1. But yours is a god toy.
That's right.
I'm down below half health. I do start with 5 extra life, but...
There's literally no way for me to remove Unable to Scream. I don't have bounce. I don't have enchantment removal.
Okay, I'm going to do some fun things.
Mono red things.
I want to gain some life.
I thought I had you. I really did. Oh, man. I mean, it's not over yet.
It's not over. It's probably over unless you have... Well, I don't have a lot of removal, so if you can last long enough to ping me to death. So I'm trying to avoid that by gaining a lot of life. Oh, actually... I have another good card in hand. I don't think it'll matter, but I want to play it, so... Wait, can I kill you? No. But I'm making a big market back walker. Seems like fun. Actually, no. We've got you next turn. I'm just going to attack with subzoning.
I found a way to get
You can also, remove Unable to Scream by just jumping. So it's probably good that I left back the walker. I think actually I could have assigned 0 damage. No, I have to assign lethal damage, don't I?
Yeah.
Sometimes I forget how trample works.
If you have death touch, then you can...
Just assign the one, yeah. Oh, you and your Bloombarrow cards.
Well... The thing is...
I think you saw basically my deck's
You know
best
what?
draws.
There's no reason for me to reveal that I had this in my hand.
Yeah, don't reveal it. Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Secret, yeah.
Do we even do a deck review in a singleton format after the first game? Usually we do for our standard decks.
Let's go 3.
But I kind of...
And then see how
I kind of feel like we can get some blind matches out of this.
Yeah.
I just noticed that you did pick up the Rock Pet.
I did.
I'm more of a metal guy myself, but...
I'm dead, right?
Well, at least Hasbro can block, but yeah, you're pretty dead.
No, I mean,
you're
like,
very
on
dead.
board. Yeah. 4, 5, 6. Do you just not play any more lands? Because it's an even number of characters. Oh, wait, no, it's not land-based. I don't know why I thought it was.
I probably shouldn't show you this, but I'll give you an advantage for next game by seeing some of my plays. How's that?
Mm-hmm. have 2 very good cards against your deck, in my deck.
I think I know at least one of them.
I mean, it's burned, so you could probably make a guess. We're gonna have a goddess on goddess time.
Yep. $36, yeah.
One last slip.
Oh no! 13, an unlucky life total.
No,
Well,
I've been
Hasbro survives, but you do not.
I've been desensitized by the number of 200 power Mosswood Hydras I meet in the play queue during casting.
That's fair. All right. Let's just go another.
Yeah, let's just do it.
Okay. Not gonna go into queue. I do have to change the deck type. Friendly Brawl. This is a friendly brawl, folks.
Not
Challenge
to be confused.
match deck type friendly brawl. Yeah, I couldn't find the setting for hostile brawl.
God Brawl? Jank Brawl?
Oh, you're rocking the fervent title for your mono.
Yeah, it's true. I did change it just for this. This is good stuff. Let's keep this.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Madison, for the follow. We're going into some standard brawl jank with Aether Drift commanders. Happy to have you along.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Oh no!
I'm just a
that
little
thing's
cookie.
unblockable against my deck. Do we want that?
The ideal turn 1 play, obviously, being colorless speed land plus colorless ginger brute. But you know, can't always get it,
start.
especially not in this. You remember this fella?
I do. That can help my deck.
Yeah.
I mean, it can help basically every deck, but I don't want the damage. We don't have a ton of life gain in here. I'm gonna have a difficult decision.
You know this card.
Oh no, not the forge. Well, I should have enchantment. Well, artifact removal in green. Right? I didn't take it out, right? Okay. How much do I gamble?
I got too excited. I forgot I'm supposed to start my engines by mana 2. That's a misplay. I just got so excited to show the forge. Well, guess I'll die.
What I'm gambling on is how much removal you have in your deck.
Not a lot. GG.
Red is fast. I'm just slow. This is a desperation play. This isn't what I would normally play, but you have me under pressure. Plus the treasure token helped. It meant I could get that immediate land drop. Okay. Guess I can't attack until I have lethal. Yikes. Okay. Let's do some of that. I'm sorry, folks, but I don't think this is a Sabsunin game. I think this is suddenly a Mossborn Hydra game. Okay, pass. Okay, so this deals, when it attacks, deals damage to defending player equal number of artifacts I control, which is currently 3.
I don't think I even need to get to max speed here. 1, 2,
3. Okay. Okay, so if I pass to attackers, Plunderer deals me 3 damage. I think I might be dead.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, Heaped
It's not over.
Harvest gains me life, 3 life. So that would put me up to... Sorry, folks, I have to think here. That would put me up to 13. I can block your biggest ground thing, which is Hazaret.
If you block Screaming Nemesis, you can't gain life.
I'm not blocking Screaming Nemesis.
Yeah.
Okay, so 13. Block that. So I'm taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Am I missing anything? Alternative is doing this. Blocking there. That leaves me taking 5. Yeah, that looks like also dead. Okay, well, I'm just going to hope I'm off by 1 and we'll actually survive this. Yep, we will have had lethal on the backswing, but I think we just die here.
Can't block that. You take 1. I hope I didn't math wrong.
I did my math wrong because I was factoring in Hazaret attacking.
Oh no, I think I just killed myself. Ugh. I suck at mono red. It's hard. It's a hard. As everyone knows, it's hard. It's a hard color to play. You know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Very
8, 9,
complicated.
10, 11, 12. That's exactly if I don't block, but I'm going to block.
Right, but you don't have a land to play, so I'm fine.
Mono red is hard. I got one better. I've got a sack land. I'm sorry I won't get to the hundreds, but
Well, I got close this time.
actually, I can get to the hundreds, can't I? So that's double. Okay, yeah. So we'll just.
It's funny. I misplayed by playing the Forge. I'm supposed to get the speed going on turn 2 instead, and then I would have been at speed 4.
Yeah, Forge is such a good speed enabler. 117.
Spartan. That one should have been mine. That was on me.
That it should have been yours, and I'm sorry for if I misled you with my.
Yeah, I was like, math is for blockers, and he did the math, so here we go.
My mistake was your downfall.
Yeah, that's right. Good thing we're friends. How does Hazaret, the only surviving god from the old Amonkhet pantheon subjugated by Nicol Bolas, feel about Sabsunin, one of the new gods? Considering she's seeking other gods, she's probably pretty happy about it, actually.
I don't know the backstory.
But
Sabsunin's here to party.
Actually, turned out I actually really like Amonkhet because I tried the draft and it was like one of the most fun draft experiences I've had since I started playing Magic.
Wow.
I enjoyed the playing a lot, just in the flavor I got from the cards there.
I definitely wasn't around for it, but I think it's well regarded. I did Google a little bit of the lore. There are other surviving gods on Amonkhet, but I think most of the kind of main civilized pantheon is dead.
I meant this is good stuff. I
think the Scarab God and the Locust God are still out there, for example.
I think you're going to not like this hand.
Okay, I have a pretty good hand. I was getting ready. I was thinking about which card to bottom. Like, okay, Mike Mulligan was. Suspicious. My best turn 1 play. Turn 1 elf.
Ooh.
Okay. I won't draw cards. Noted. I'm just going to pass. Just passing.
Alright, I need to start my engines. You can't.
I don't know if I'm going to have a good window to do this, so...
There's no way. You can't do that, right?
Oh, wait, what am I doing?
I'm getting a proliferation of race car noises while you wait. Oh. That's annoying.
Ouch! Fear my chunky blocker. It's a 2/2 elf. But not an elf with a 2/2.
Alright.
Fortunately, it doesn't block either of your creatures.
I don't want you doing any of that anymore. Okay.
Player... Okay. Good thing that's the only counterspell in my deck. Probably shouldn't have said that, but... Oh, that's a good card. It's less good, given the thing, but... Okay, what do I do in here? I guess I just play this. Oh no! Needlehead and Crawler! This might not be a Subsunin game again. My commander draws cards, folks. Okay, that's a good draw.
Is it? Good, because it costs you 2 life.
Can we afford to play it, though? I don't like how this game is going. You're not gonna block, even give my scary power doubling? Okay.
I don't know how to read.
No, you're alive. You might not be alive next swing, though. We'll see. Slick shot, show off. I needed you not to have that card.
Bolt wave?
Yeah. Or lightning strike, or any other 3 damage to me effect. And I'll show you why, because this is just friendly brawl, or whatever. It's because I have Ether Eyes, but then Adrenaline Jockey deals me damage.
Nice.
Oh, so I would have survived that turn had it not been for the Bolt Wave.
We burned him. Get burned.
Burnt.
Fire hazard.
Jockeyed.
Fire hazard.
All right. That was our 3. Are we going to go through the deck break?
Yeah, sure.
It should be pretty quick.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to go on a card-by-card basis. Because we're in a singleton format.
I'll go first.
All right. You'll go first.
All right. Let's take a look at the fire hazard. The idea is I wanted to do mono red, but not just like mono red meta mouse package aggro, but slightly worse. So the idea is Voltron burn. We try to establish speed as quickly as possible. That's what all of our 1-drops do. Frantic Goat, Phoenix Chick, a lot of hasty creatures. We also have a couple of really powerful 1-mana equipments, Basilisk Collar and Lost Jet, that we can Jite, whatever. I
think I've heard Jite most.
Jite, that we can drop to get ready to equip onto Hazoret, and also fire off any non-creature burn effects we have. We have some non-creature spells because we're going to be playing a lot of equipment down to try and power up Hazoret when we get her on the field. So, we have our people who do things when we play non-creatures. So cards like you saw with the Lizard Duo, and there are a few others. Bloomburrow had a few of them. We've got the other ways of burning, so more consistent burn from card draw, Razorkin Needlehead, Impact Tremors, or just really good, very consistent pings. Again, all this burning is also helping with the speed if you can get it to happen on your own turn, so I kind of prioritize sorcery speed burn over instant speed burn for the first 3 turns. Urbrass Forge is another really great way to get your speed up. It's also a non-creature. So in the first 3 turns, we're trying to get our speed up through a combination of hasty, evasive creatures and burn, and we're setting our equipment down to set off more burn from our people that do damage for casting non-creature spells. The equipment in question are the swords of, I don't know what they're called, but they're cool. There's the Sword of Vengeance.
They're just swords. You can just call them swords.
The equipment that we're going to try and get onto Hazoret eventually are, like I said, Lost GT, Swiftfoot Boots to give it hexproof, Sword Basilisk Collar to give it Death Touch and Lifelink. GT lets a target creature not block, puts on counters, and untaps lands. Sword of Vengeance gives First Strike, Vigilance, Trample, and Haste. They already have haste. That one doesn't matter. Annoyingly, sort of for you, Ben, sort of once in future. This one's not going to affect you, Ben, but it gives protection from blue and black. And
it does affect me.
Oh, yeah, it sure gives protection from blue. Sort of Forge and Frontier gives protection from red and green. And sort of... I took out the other sword that gives protection from instants and sorceries because the boots just kind of do that already with the hexproof.
No, but you could have had a 4-sword deck.
It's true. I should have. Should I put it back in?
Albino Cheese Monkey, no. Yes.
Right now?
Up to you. You could have all the swords.
Hold on, I'll put them all in. Hold on.
Okay. The boots are just a better card, but yeah.
Yeah. You're right. This is Jank. Sword of Wealth and Power is going back in. Boots are going out. All right. Now, then we also have the best equipment, the Aether Spark. Wonderful, wonderful piece of equipment. Very cool card. Something that I think we both desired to make a Brawl deck out of with the Commander, but it just didn't work. I wish it did, but it didn't.
Maybe not in Standard Brawl. You could almost certainly do it in Historic Brawl.
Yeah. So that's the point. Everything in this deck either does one of the things. It's either a hasty, fly-y, evasive thing for pumping speed. Shivan Devastator is nice because it's also an endgame condition if you get that far. Or it's some sort of non-creature artifact, usually with the exception of Bolt Wave, because 3 damage for 1 mana just felt too good to not include.
Yep, and that exception was my doom.
Yeah, exactly. So I tried to move away from your typical, mono red instants and sorceries things, and went heavy into, I'm going to be playing creatures that burn when I play my artifacts down, getting ready to equip up my indestructible hasty god. So yeah,
the ping synergy with speed is a nice one. I enjoy that.
Yeah. And then
right.
For good measure, because I wanted the Eighth Drift flavor, and I think it's a cool card, I also brought back Strandra Spark Hunter, who I don't think got to see enough time in the sun with nitrous oxide last week. She's a cool planeswalker. But also she can give an emblem whenever an artifact you control enters. This emblem deals 3 damage, so it's not that. It makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, and Twin Flame Tyrant. Look out for that.
Okay. Good to know.
This deck was really, 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 really bad against go-wide decks. So.
Thankfully, I'm taller than wide.
And anything that has a single piece of enchantment removal. Because I can't get rid of those.
Okay.
Mono red is overall not very good in Brawl, but I wanted to do it because it's funny, and that's the heart of Jank.
I bet you can aggro down a ton of commanders. There's some
it's got a pretty good win rate if they can't if they're playing like a really big late game condition. But, you know.
All right, folks, let's transition over to our goddess, our two-colored goddess, that is, Sabsunin, embodiment of the Luxa. She's got all the keywords, reach, trample, and indestructible. But her favor flows like the ebb and tides of the river from which she emerged. She gets a counter every turn, every first main phase, but she can only attack or block unless she has even counters. But if she gets her odd counter, she draws 2 cards. So on some turns, she's our fighter, and on some turns, she's our card drawer. But we live in a world of modern engineering where we don't care about things like the tides and the cycles of the moon and the seasons. We're just going to damn the Luxa and get all those effects every turn. Our main ways to do this are Proft's Eidetic Memory, which gives us counters when we draw cards. So all we have to do is draw 1 extra card, and that turns an odd countered Sabsunin into an even countered Sabsunin on combat on our turn. So then she can attack or block for the rest of the turn cycle. Innkeeper's Talent, even more reliable for doing that, by just every turn, every combat, putting a 1/1 counter on a creature we control. It's a really great effect. I really wanted to build around leveling up Innkeeper's Talent more, but if you do that, Sabsunin gets stuck on odd or even because you're always putting an even number of counters on her. So we never really level up Innkeeper's Talent all the way. I have another deck coming that may do so, but it's not this deck. So those are our main synergies. We have a couple other effects that place counters, and our secondary synergy is Landfall, because there's some great Landfall effects, like Bristly Bill, who, again, on Landfall, puts a +1/+1 counter on target creature, and will be targeting Sabsunin a lot of the time. Some other landfall payoffs include, as we saw, the Mossborn Hydra, which doubles all counters on it with each landfall. We've got Tatiova, which draws cards and gains life on landfall. We've got Nissa, Resurgent Animist, who gives us mana on landfall, and tons of other effects like that. So our dream curve is 1 mana ramp or interaction, 2 mana synergy piece, usually Eidetic Memory or Innkeeper's Talent or Bristly Bill. Sometimes we'll play it on up the Beanstalk, which is good in longer games. And 3 mana we want to ramp into Sabsunin on 4. So additional ways to do that are Gwenna, Eyes of Gaia, who generates mana for creatures, Heaped Harvest, who pulls out 2 lands, Lumbering World Wagon pulls out a land, Mossborn Hydra is not ramp, sorry. Nissa ramps, Outcaster Trailblazer plots, and then gives us mana next turn. Spelunking puts a land into play, Archdruid Tarmkin ramps, Tribute to the World Trees, just card draw for 1 Sabsunin comes down. Troyan also ramps for creatures with spells with mana value 5 or greater, or spells with X in their mana cost, of which we have a couple. I really wanted to shove Doppelgang in here in honor of Doppeljank from about 10 episodes ago, but unfortunately, we usually win before we are casting a satisfying Doppelgang. So
I think this is really neat. I would not have thought of keeping her on even.
We do both. We don't want to just get her stuck on even.
Yeah,
you can do that
one.
by leveling Innkeeper's Talent all the way.
You pick one. Yeah, that makes sense. I will point out, though, you're missing one key synergy piece, and that's Zimoni, the one that makes a legendary token whenever you drop your prime number land.
I did see that. Maybe I should have in the spirit of jank, but it seems a little too jank.
It's pretty jank.
Outside of that, we have a little bit of blue-based interaction. We had to cut a lot of our green-based interaction, unfortunately, because we kind of need to do the thing and can't play like a control deck. We don't have good enough tools for that without being in white or black.
I ran into a similar issue with including... I almost included Wiredfall Howl because I can gift you a card and burn you more if I have those out and then do a board wipe, but I don't... Like, I'm too busy trying to get to max speed with my mana at that point that I don't have time to, like, wipe your board. And then by the time I do have time, everything's too big anyway.
Yeah, you kind of have to win faster. And Brawl, I'm not an experienced Brawl builder at all. I haven't really played much. But I do know that the format is generally more synergy, do your thing first focused. So that's kind of the direction I went to fit in with that. A little lower on interaction than I would if this was just actual standard. So let's pop in for a couple more games because these are all just best of ones and see where we get. So far we are 2 for our 2-colored commander and 1 for our 1-colored commander. World is fair.
So what are some
I do miss
challenges?
sideboarding.
Yeah. There's cards that I couldn't justify including. There's one that there are some really specific powerful burn cards that do 2 damage under specific circumstances. There's one that whenever they play a blue or white instant or sorcery, it does 2, but it's only 3 mana with first strike. And then there's one whenever they sacrifice an artifact. It's like there's this kind of sideboard burn card I would put if Brawl had a sideboard. I shouldn't have kept that. That was a mistake.
I think I was supposed to mulligan, but I'm still not exactly happy with it.
Good to hear.
Okay, that's not helping.
Yeah, no turn 1 drop is sad. But what's even sadder is no turn 2 drop, so I guess I'll just get the speed going.
All right.
That's
Speed's
the one
going.
nice thing about having your commander have start your engines is that I'd rather not use her to get the speed going, but because there's a lot of the one thing I don't care about is bounce removal, because then I just let her come to my hand, which is the thing you can do. That's better.
Yep.
So do we start setting up, or do we, let's do this. I almost went with Goblin Synergies just because of that card.
It's a strong goblin card for sure.
With Krenko, and now I just want to do
Right.
a Goblin.
Yeah. All right. Well, we missed a land drop,
Oh boy.
which we can't really do on our ramp deck with a 5 mana value commander. Swords.
Oh, I did that in the wrong order. Oh well.
Oh, you got an oily boy.
I do.
Probably should have done all that post combat anyway.
It's true.
In case I was afraid of you having a combat trick, but you didn't.
I'm
All right.
embodying mono red. I just gotta go.
Do we? Actually, you know what? No substitute for now. We're gonna play our absolute curve topper, good old Bonnie Paul.
Bonnie Paul.
Only with 4 lands in play, so that's the small ox. Oh well.
Well, you know what they say. Small ox is better than no ox. You're not gonna like this.
Yeah, somehow I don't like that. You predicted correctly. Oh, I like that even less, to be honest.
I don't even have to attack you this turn to get to full speed. There we go. Let's turn her on. Oh wait,
No,
I already did speed this turn. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm okay, everybody. Folks, how are you? I'm okay.
You are okay.
You're okay,
How
too.
do we do this?
I think that's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
I don't think that's...
I think you've said nicer
Nice.
things to me on stream. Certainly off stream. Guess what? We're real friends. It's true.
We are real life, honest to goodness friends.
It's true. It's not just an act. Of course, that's exactly what we would say if we wanted to pretend it like it was an act.
Okay.
I think you're going to have problems next turn once I get the max speed and I get the Sword of Once in Future onto Hazret.
Yeah, I do have all blue creatures, don't I?
Yeah.
Hmm.
2, 4.
You can't kill me next turn, can you?
I don't think so. You have too much health. There's nothing here I can afford to block with, I don't think. What is 8 plus 6?
14.
Thank you.
So you'll go down to 10.
Oh, that is rough. Maybe I do have to block. Yeah, you don't get the cow back.
Cow's gonna grow. Okay, I think that was a good outcome for us. I wanted to see Sunspine Links gone for sure.
Alright.
Chat, the main decision point I had there was I had a non-creature spell I wanted to cast, this one here, but I can't use Troyan mana for that, so I wouldn't have really been doing anything else with my turn. I figured this way I at least have a blocker up. Speed. Alright, indestructible protection from blue and black. I think almost all my interaction is blue. I think I do have one green removal spell still in here.
Unfortunately, though, I have to survive.
Yeah.
That's not actually a battle that I want to do anything with.
Oh yeah, what does it flip into? Oh, it's one of the 2 damage pingers. Actually, it's a 2 damage ping increaser.
I do it because it actually does 5 damage for 3 mana when you cast it if you have one of your...
Yeah. That's typically how battles work. You're casting them from for the front side, not the back side.
That's what my mama always used to say. Wait, does that have to attack? Yeah, that one's got to attack. I have to attack here, right? No, I might be dead if I do. 'Cause you're at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Shoot! I'm not a blocker and you're making me do math. Hold on. I think I have
Try not to mess you up by doing math for you.
I think I have to keep Hazaret back. Oh, how dare you.
It may not matter. Because now I have to do math. Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter now.
Oh.
Okay, so I do need to draw a card if I want to attack with Subsunin. And Bonnie Paul only draws a card when I attack, which means Subsunin wouldn't be able to attack. So, never mind. I might not be able to... Oh, wait, I can. I can do this if I need to draw off Subsunin, right? Yeah. Yeah.
I think I should have put the Basilisk collar on instead of the sword, actually.
Basilisk Collar is a really good card.
Then I would have thought about attacking with the lifelink. Would have been nice.
Okay. Actually, this won't do what I want it to do. Sorry, folks. Double checking. So 15, you have 24 toughness. I'm getting 3 more counters. That'll be 18. Yeah, you're not dead, I don't think. You're not dead, I don't think. Oh man, I hope I didn't just screw myself over.
I hope you did. Respectfully.
Thanks, man.
Respectfully, you know.
Alright, well. We'll do this. So Subsunin can block. Do we have to wait till next turn? I think I really want to attack. But Bonnie Paul attacking, Hazaret can just take it out. Oh man, this sucks. No attacks. This is the card I really wanted to play on Hazaret and would have gotten me a win, but your sword...
Okay, so I did do the right thing.
your sword has protected you. I also realizing I should have put counters on the Ox, not Bonnie Paul. The Ox would have been more important for my game, given that I have this card in hand, chat. For those watching the stream for the first time, or video, you can pull up both streams so you can see what both of us are doing at the same time. Well, that's pretty lethal. I mean, it's not lethal, but lethal in the more figurative sense.
I still don't know if I can attack. Because you got, I mean, 5 million.
And everything I have tramples.
Yeah, but the problem is, if I don't attack, I don't actually have anything to draw that would get me out of the situation. Is the problem?
Yeah, I think you might be dead.
So let's just do the fun thing.
What does sword do on hit?
It surveils.
Okay, I can block with my elves, but hang on, you don't have trample, do you? Death touch, lifelink, indestructible haste.
No.
I don't see trample.
Nope.
So when it deals combat damage to Bales, with Banavail 2 or less. Okay, you don't have any. I still think my life total is more valuable than my elf, so that lifelink will help, though.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, you still got me dead on 19. I was attacking with the expectation that I was gonna die because I know we're janking, and if I didn't get a chance to attack with my Hazard with the Basilisk Collar and the Sword of Future once in future, I would have lost slep. I would have lost more slep over that than losing this game. Lost more slep. That's right. That's it. That's the word. Lost slep.
Okay, I'm not sure if you're actually dead, but
we got 14, 8. They all have trample, so it doesn't actually matter who I block. You just kind of got to block everything. Because you got, let's see, 6.
28 coming
28. 28.
Oh no, you have 29.
26.
Counting your points of toughness. You have to block with literally everything, and you get to survive at 1. I'm sorry, I didn't want to put you in this position.
Why not?
I was hoping you had the game. Because doesn't it just suck?
A little bit.
Oh, I have no maximum hand size because of eidetic memory? I didn't know that. Would have been playing differently. Okay. That's a scary card. I have a blocker. But I'd rather keep it.
Oh.
You might have protection from blue, but this does not target.
Alright, I'm just going to lash out in defiance.
Yeah, more importantly, I'm also keeping that lifelink from... Oh no, the lifelink still applies. Because it still has it doing the damage. That's cool.
Yeah. That is cool. But there's no way no stopping you now.
Okay, I do want to attack with Hazrat because she's my goddess, so I gotta cast 1 spell.
Is not playing as fast as possible in mono red just a fool's errand? If it
No,
is,
mono red's it's the stereotype is it's a non-thinky deck, but it's actually pretty thinky.
I was gonna say because if it is good, because that's what we do here.
No, we don't think, we jank.
That's what, no, I'm saying was it a bad idea to do a mono red deck that's not just all out speed kill as fast as possible? All right, I'll send the challenge this time. I'll do it.
Okay.
I've never sent a brawl challenge before.
Let's brawl. Fists up.
Rest of 1.
Friendly brawl.
40,
remember.
friendly brawl.
We have to have a family-friendly time here.
Oh, you're right. I was looking through, and it really friendly is the only option, isn't it? Okay.
There's no nasty brawl. No, Hostile Brawl.
Oh, I have to click play even though I sent the challenge?
Yeah, that's weird, isn't it? You'd think by sending the challenge, you're saying that you want to play.
Yeah, you'd think. Like, I could see a case for accepting the challenge and then being like, are you sure?
Yeah. Okay, this is a keep.
This is fine.
Folks, I like this card because on its right side, it's really helpful for our big critter synergy, and on its left side, it's a piece of interaction. So that's good stuff. That's what we like. Just me and my elves.
I like this card because it burns.
Yeah, it's pretty good against some parts of my deck. That does affect what play we make next. Folks, if it wasn't for that card, I would probably play this one. But because of that, I'm more inclined to play this one. Actually, who am I kidding? We need all of it. I think we can just do all of it. I am plotting your demise. Ouch! Alright, this is going to be a turn 3 Sabsunin.
It's Sabsunin time. Couldn't come Sabsoon enough.
This is a soon Sabsunin. Ouch! Look at this 6/6/6 body. This is a real 6 out of 6 here, folks.
Oh, that's handy. It's an elf killer and a pinger.
Ouch!
I told you. I warned you. This place is a fire hazard. I forgot that yours can block before you're at max speed. I almost forgot.
Well, now it can't block. Ouch!
Oh, did I think I named the deck correctly. Now, let me point out the pun for everybody in case you didn't get it, because that makes it funny. It's called Fire Hazard because it's a burn deck with Hazoret. Hazoret? You get it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Fire Hazard.
I was worried that the audience wouldn't get it, you know, because I don't really have, like, unless you tell me, hey, I get it, like, literally right now, how would I know?
That's true. You should tell him whether you get it or not.
Yeah.
So my question is, how much do you value that Needlehead, which counters my Trailblazer so much? I'm offering you the ability to get rid of my Trailblazer. The mere sacrifice of your Needlehead.
No, because 4 health is not a lot in Brawl.
Okay. Don't say I didn't offer.
Oh, I was gonna say you didn't offer.
I'm gonna discard a card. I don't want to discard a card, but I think this card is too slow. Which card? Discard.
And besides, I can just do this.
5 damage to 1 target creature or planeswalker. Okay, here comes Oblivion.
Can't outpace it. I wish I could get to max speed this turn. I forgot. She has an ability. It'll leave me open to some pretty painful damage, though. Oh, surely you can't do 21 damage in 1 turn, right?
Not this turn.
Oh.
I was hoping you'd have more attackers because surprise blocker. Okay, so that leaves you speedyless.
Well, she's tapped anyway. I think that's the first time I've ever actually activated that ability. Like, as soon as I decided I wasn't doing small creatures aggro, I just never used that ability again.
I think we have enough cards, so I guess we just want more mana.
Alright.
I think this is the first time since we've played Subsunin in this whole episode that I've gone into the next turn with Subsunin unable to attack or block.
Now, here's the cool thing about Outpace Oblivion is its 2 mana ability.
Oh no, you will have the speed. I forgot about it. Okay.
Pip pip.
That's not trample though, is it?
No, but it is Death Touch.
Okay. I need to think here. If I have lethal. Chat, I think we might have it. So go ahead. Oh wait, lifelink. Okay, this is gonna be hard. All right, so I need 16. Dang it, lifelink. I need 8 additional damage.
I was betting on you not forgetting on the lifelink, and I was right.
Yeah, we have 5 additional damage here. Okay, what alternatives do I have? We can turtle up and block, I guess.
Today I learned that this Brawl deck needs trample.
It does. Is Crash through legal now?
Ferocification. I almost put that in. At the beginning of your turn, 3 mana enchantment. At the beginning of your turn, choose one target creature gets haste and trample, or target creature gets +2 or something. Something.
I think this demolition field is not very useful against you.
I was hoping you were going to play more non-basics. I've never seen so many basic lands out of you, Ben.
I can only play one of each.
That's right.
Non-basic.
That's fair. Alright, this is a useful card. Assuming it survives to my next turn. This is just a little dude.
Double strike?
Yeah, I mean, it's in here because it's a 1 mana engine starter, which are hard to come by, actually.
Resolves?
Right, so you have to block or you die. Or you have a...
Why block when I can interact?
Yeah. Right, you know, I'd rather draw her because then I don't have to pay... I only have to pay 2.
Okay, now do we have lethal? 18, 22, 23, counting toughness. So I'm pretty sure we don't have lethal. What does this do? That shouldn't do it. Okay, I guess we've just gotta... keep grinding.
Ha! Take that!
Double strike. Oh, I made a mistake. I needed to play Nissa pre-combat. Oh well. Green. Fight spell's pretty good with Subsunin.
I was hoping to be able to cast Hazard and draw something else. If I put it in the command zone, do I skip my draw? How does that work?
You can't do it now, can you?
It's asking me, do I want to put it in the command zone or in my hand?
I don't know. It's asking you that because your commander is changing zones, and it always asks you that when your commander changes zones. I don't know. I can tell you it probably doesn't matter for the course of this game,
I should have clicked the other one because I was just really curious.
Um.
Don't do it.
Sorry.
You know what? Go in.
Wait a minute. Why is it in your graveyard?
Because I got mad at her. All right.
Okay. Here comes lethal. GG.
No, I intentionally clicked. Don't put it back in the command zone. Get in there. That's where you belong today. Not today. You've been doing fine. It's everyone else that's slacking. I used to have a lot more in-game cards.
Typical
in here,
commander
but then
energy.
I was like, I'm never getting this far. Like, if we get to this part of the game, I'm doomed. So I took out a lot of the late game cards.
And that is why I don't like playing mono red.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Again, what was that number? This will be number 5.
I think number 6.
Okay, 6 seems like a good number. I think.
Yeah.
They go pretty fast, because that's like 2 best of 3s, right?
Yeah. Technically, we could have a tie at 6, but it's not going to happen currently. I think we're 5-1.
All right, I'll set it. I almost joined the queue.
No, I'm sending.
Oh, okay.
I've got it. It's a friendly brawl. Because we're friends.
I did face one Sabsunin in testing.
I did face one Hazaret in testing.
I don't remember if I won. I think I did. I think they were too slow.
I won. They were too slow.
Yeah. Well, their Hazaret was off every other turn. Because they weren't geniuses like you are.
Oh, this is a rough hand. Well, it's an interesting hand. I'm going to try keeping it. Good draws could make it an extremely good hand.
Wow, sounds like you're in trouble. The game heard you say that. That's dangerous. Oh, did you draw that?
We'll see. No.
Oh.
This is the good part of my hand. Oh, you be catalyzing. Alright, the bad part of my hand is that was my only tap land. Untapped land.
Schwhoop.
No, I need that creature. I need it. I float a green in response. I needed that. I needed it so badly. That was the good part of my hand. Speed go up.
Number go up.
Well, I am playing a superior number of colors, so I will demonstrate it by fetching a blue source. Oh, that sucks. Here's another land. It's not. it's a tap land. You might have this one.
Tally ho, boy.
Catalyzing so hard. Plundering.
Probably shouldn't have cast that.
Yeah, thank you for casting that.
Well, I can deny his ability if I want to.
I'm not even going to crack my field passage, because if I don't draw land, I'm screwed anyway, and if I do draw land, I want it for landfall purposes.
That's a bold,
okay, so what do we do here?
Move.
What do we do here? We did draw the land. I think I can spoil that. I'm just going to play a little 1/1. Just a 1/1.
I don't need the treasure. Okay, that's good. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. We love to see it.
Well, at least you're empty-handed. I forgot about that. So apparently red getting mana dorks routinely is a kind of a new thing.
Oh, what was it? Ruby Daring Tracker.
Well, that's Gruul. So she's green.
Oh, that's green, yeah.
So,
count.
she's
Who's the other one then?
There's one in the new Tarkir set.
Oh, okay. As you know, I intentionally ignore all spoilers for every card. for every
Okay, I don't
set
think
in
that's
every
too much
game.
of a spoiler to say, but you can tell me if
No.
that's wrong.
I mean, don't need the treasure. Don't have anything to do with it.
I have a blocker. Okay. Okay, I take 0 damage. I probably should have attacked so to lure more people into attacking my Ether Eyes. Because you have lethal right now with Outpaced Oblivion. Yeah, I misplayed that.
She's cheaper from hand.
Don't call your girl cheap. She's worth it.
Maybe she's born with it.
What do we do now?
I don't know. She has a jackal head. Are you into that kind of thing, Ben? I feel like I'd be more into it if it was
that's
like
not really one of mine.
I'd be more into it if it was like a real jackal head, but it looks like it's made of gold, which feels like it'd be really uncomfortable to like snuggle with.
Well, there's probably a real jackal head under it, right?
Yeah, you're probably right.
Do they just have a golden head? Like,
I don't know.
I think we might be. I misplayed last turn. I think we might be stuck, folks. I can get a big Hydra, but it's not big enough. Okay. Big Hydra. And indestructible locker. Hope it's good enough.
Slip. Boop, boop, boop.
Oh.
Ooh, that's a good draw.
Uh-oh. Well, you already fired off Bolt Wave, so I know it's not Bolt Wave. Is it weird that like the card out of your deck I fear most is
Bolt Wave?
One-mana sorcery?
It's good. It's good. It wasn't good in draft, but it's good here. Okay.
I guess I'm also pretty afraid of Forge, but it's usually too slow. Against this deck, at least.
Forge is just a speed enabler in this deck, and one of the better 3-mana non-creature speed enablers I found.
It's very good anti-control.
Well. In?
In, out, all about.
I think that's the only one I can attack with.
Oh, no trample. Good. Okay, right. I don't know. I think I've been traumatized by Basilisk Collar on Bright Glass Gear Hulk a little too much. But I keep thinking it's going to just assign 1 damage to Subsume and then trample through. Okay, we're virtually on 1. What can we do here? Can I win this turn? I'm pretty sure I can't. Okay, so I need to make landfalls. I have lands in my graveyard. I have means of getting lands out of my graveyard. If I get really lucky, I might be able to do this. Let's see what happens, folks.
What would be the best way in mono red to give Hazret trample?
Oh, wait, we have... Demolition Field is a landfall. Okay, so Demolition Field's a landfall. Oh, but you don't have any targets! Blast!
I'm running two non-basics. And they're both the raceways.
I don't think this is going to be enough, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. Oh, it might be enough if we get really lucky.
Uh-oh.
This is 32 power. You're at 33. So I can tell you, I'm going to cast Spelunking. If I hit a land, I win. Let's roll the dice. No! It wasn't a land. I am dead. Alright, I'm going to attack anyway.
Not with Sabsunin?
She's odd. She's too odd to attack.
Oh. Oh, I see.
I focused my turn on the Hydra instead of my goddess.
I mean, should I take off one? No, I should just... This isn't a mistake, right?
No, you've won.
Okay.
Because you can Kindle Spark, end step, Kindle Spark, upkeep.
Yeah. But before I do that...
You want your goddess to deliver the finishing blow?
Yeah, I do.
Fair enough. BG.
Well, I got a couple. Got a couple.
A literal couple.
Ooh.
All right, folks. I hope you all enjoyed.
I was going to say spicy, but I think that's only my commander.
What? I had spicier strats than you.
No, I mean literally spicy. Fire hazard.
Yeah, and I'm saying I'm figuratively spicier.
Yeah, but I was literally... My commander was literally
Look at this spice girl here. Okay.
No, that was really clever.
So, the question is, who gets the Jank Award?
I think it's you.
I think it's me.
Because the whole, like... Okay. When I explain what my commander's trying to do, the jankiness of it is that it's not a normal mono red thing, but it is a normal magic thing, I think. Right?
Yeah, you're pinging, you're slinging.
Trying to keep somebody with an even number of counters is weird, and I love it.
I'm not just trying to do that. Like, there's ways to do that easier. Any counter doubler will do that. We actually don't have any counter doublers in our deck except for optional ones like Innkeeper's Talent and Bristly Bill. We're actually playing those for their counter adding effects. Mm-hmm. We want to not just have her be even and not just odd, but on upkeep, even becomes odd, draws us cards, and then by combat becomes even again. So that flip-flopping is what we're really trying to jank off with. So I think, yeah, Sabsunin gets the Jank Award here. It's close, though. The pinging for speed is a really great synergy to build around, and I like that out of your deck for sure. And I wanted to see the Voltron stuff happen more, but...
It's hard to set up.
And I just have a really good blocker in the command zone.
Yeah. Oh, you did get to see the Aether Spark, too, which is the other really cool thing. You get the Aether...
You didn't get to see my artifact.
Oh. What was it?
My artifact, as the audience can see, is Karn's Silex. A colorless board wipe.
Oh, I should know. I have your deck. Your artifact?
Oh.
Your one artifact?
Oh, is it one artifact? Oh, I guess I have Skullspore Nexus. We did see that one. Okay, my one... Oh, wait. My Market was an artifact also. Okay, so I have multiple artifacts. But my most classically artifacty artifact one that's not a creature and that is colorless is Karn's Silex. I mean, you can see that one.
I think my biggest downside is I wish there were better max speed payoffs. The double mana dork is cool.
Yeah, that one kind of got me.
That's it.
Are there any like max speed damage doublers? That seems like something that should exist.
No, not in red at least.
That seems
right, see, my options were max speed. This creature has double strike. Max speed, double mana is cool. Max speed, sacrifice this enchantment. Creatures' vehicles get haste. They already had haste. They wouldn't be in here if they didn't. Max speed, pay 3, exile this card from the graveyard, draw a card. That's a draft ability. House Squad Heavy, max speed, add mana for each goblin you control is cool. The sacrifice this that's not a max speed ability. Yeah, they're all kind of. It's kind of a draft mechanic, which I guess is fine because nobody's going to be building around such a set-specific mechanic and construct it, I guess. Though maybe they should.
It often happens, but...
There's Racer's Scoreboard, max speed, all spells you cast one less, which is cool, but it's a 4-mana artifact that doesn't really do much elsewise. It draws 2, and you discard a card when it comes in, which is too much for 4. If it was like 2 or 3, I would be like, oh, that's crazy.
I'm really surprised there's no damage doubler in red. There's...
Am I missing one?
Far Fortune End Boss in Rakdos.
Nope.
But you can't access that.
The only one I don't own is the Raceway, which adds 2 colorless mana as a land instead of 1 once you hit max speed.
Yeah, I was hoping that card would be good, but
I mean,
it's kind of speed decks or fast decks, and it's a card for slow decks. So
the Desert Archway turns on faster.
Yeah, and that's a slow card. Yep. Okay. So we have Jank-Off in Standard Brawl, but I think we have time for some bonus games. Would you say so?
Yeah. Actually, let me double check to make sure I'm not lying here. I made a couple of upgrades to Ride to Survive, if you want to see that.
We could. This is also a slot where we could play Pioneer a little bit.
That's true.
Explorer a little bit.
I have a janky one. I have Ride to Survive Pioneer Edition.
I have a reasonably good mono green Pioneer deck. I don't play it really ever, but it exists.
Well, let's do it once.
All right, send the challenge.
Because
I'm going to look through this deck because I haven't touched it in a long time.
I have a jank brew that I made after doing the Amonkhet draft. I was like, oh, these cards I got are neat. I want to make an Explorer deck out of this, and I did. So this doesn't mean it's good. It just means it's a janky Explorer deck. It's a foray into Explorer jank, which I can't jank as well on because I'm not willing to craft cards because I'm wild card short.
Yeah. All right. Well, my deck is kind of just best of one. It has a sideboard, but it's a deck building sideboard, not an actual sideboard. But that's fine.
This is like a janky jank day, huh?
Almost meta. This is a janky jank day. We're digging deep in the jank tank.
Did you want to do best of 1 or best of 3? I forgot to ask.
Best of 3.
Does this deck?
I missed best of 3. If it doesn't, it's fine. If you want to do best of 1, I built my deck for best of 1, but
this deck doesn't have a sideboard.
Oh, okay. We'll do best of 1. Dang it! I was hoping to play best of 3.
Ride to Survive Pioneer Edition has a sideboard.
We're playing Pioneer, right?
We can do best of 3. It's fine. I just won't sideboard.
No, did you misspeak? And the standard one has a sideboard, but Pioneer doesn't.
No, the Pioneer does. I was gonna try the silly Amonkhet one that I built. Doesn't have. Oh,
okay. Yeah. No, yeah, best of 1 then.
Okay.
I thought you were playing Ride to Survive.
No.
Okay.
It'll be fast, especially if your deck is good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, we'll do one of these, and then maybe you can play Ride to Survive also. Domain is kind of actually. What decks are in basically the same in Pioneer and Standard? Because there's a surprising number these days.
Anything red aggro.
Mono red actually is, but what tournament was it recently? Anyway, the top 6 of the top 8 were all mono red. All of the top 4 were mono red, and the cards weren't far off from standard mono red. It was just a couple of like Mutavault and Bone Crusher Giant, basically. So we have kind of a nut draw. Sorry.
Nut. That sounds like a bad thing.
I like to nut.
Look out. He's walking on gusts.
Okay, so how do we do this? Okay, if we do that... 5 mana. I'd like to present a Kiora, Beckoning Behemoths.
Okay. War of the Spark.
Kiora's going to untap my Nykthos.
Uh-huh.
Nykthos is going to give me 6 mana.
Wait, how?
With the 2 floating.
What is happening?
Mono green.
Mono green devotion.
Is this turn 2?
Yes.
No, yep, mono green devotion, just being devoted here.
Well,
okay, so that's where my turn ends. But
okay.
What else should we mill? Okay, that's fine.
I have an idea. Oh, you have... That's fine. It's fine. He was gonna die.
I don't think it would have mattered.
He was gonna die anyway.
Do I want one of these cards on top of my library? I want to draw cards, so sure. Okay.
Well, he was gonna die anyway, because I was gonna destroy all untapped. So I was like, well, yeah. Good. Tally ho.
We're gonna blaze some trails. Happy trails, kiddos. Ooh, I just drew a card you will like. But first, there's more trails to be blazed, more cards to be drawn. Can I keep playing cards? No, I think we have to untap you now. Then we can... Monkey! Draw more cards. How many cards in my deck? Okay, 41, 40, 39.
Seems pretty standard for you, except everything's the same color. I don't think you'd ever play Leyline of the Guild pack in Standard. You, specifically. I would do it.
I kind of wish Cavalier of Thorns was an optional ability. I don't want to be milling right now. Alright, I will discard this forest.
Discard?
So I could probably deck myself next turn.
I think
I'll try to kill you instead. Yeah. Since we're janking, should I just try to deck myself? Or is that going to take too much time?
No, I want to move on to a different game.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Here, I'll even help you out. What do you want me to untap for you? How about
my elf. Yeah, my elf.
There you go.
Oh, thanks, Vizier. Thanks for tumbling my sands. Alright, so we want to do this. Oh, I forgot about that. It's the lair of the Hydra.
So does this deck do this every time on turn 2?
It tries to.
Yeah. That is one thing I learned about Explorers, that you can play 8 copies of Llanowar Elves. Because of Elvish Mystic.
Yep. Pretty important for this deck.
The add green mana, this is going to be such a stupid question. We might have to edit this out so people don't ridicule me, but the add green mana doesn't count towards the devotion, right?
Yeah, it has to be the mana cost.
Mana cost, yeah. If they had a mana costed ability in the text, would that count?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, just has to be the cost of the actual permanent.
Casting cost, yeah. Gotcha. Hey, there's the card that you need for your Aether Spark Draw.
It's in there.
Brawl.
It's in there, yeah. Okay, and then we actually have a billion more mana, but I think it's fine just to activate ability and slash.
No blocks.
Bonk. Mono green.
Same.
I don't even think it's tier 1 in standard right now. I think it's everything's black or red based.
You mean in Pioneer?
Input, did I say Commander? I meant Pioneer, yeah.
All right.
All right. Did you want to play your Ride to Survive in Standard or Pioneer?
Yeah, we could. I'll try Pioneer. Why not?
Okay. I guess you sent the challenge, so send again. And I'll try to do the same thing.
Okay.
Right. And
let me just double check.
We can make it best of 3 if you want. But...
Oh, this is yeah, this is fine. Oh no, I don't want that. I can make some edits real quick.
Oh lordy, deck building.
Right in front of everybody? You're deck building in public?
Gross! That's disgusting, man.
Get your deck out of your hands right now.
Broadcasting publicly. This is not the platform for that kind of deck work.
So this is Ride to Survive, but I duplicated the deck, then went to go look for non-standard legal cards in my collection that would do the things I want, but slightly better.
Oh, so you didn't craft anything for it?
Maybe. I can't remember.
I did craft a few cards for this deck.
Only if they
key
were
cards,
common.
like nick those.
Only if they were common would I have crafted them.
Okay. Because you're such a commoner.
Yeah, that's right.
I guess it's a keep.
They're cards that I got from... I did play Pioneers Masters quite a bit because it was really fun and interesting to me. It was my first experience to a non-standard format. And I played the recent Kaladesh, now named Avishkar, and Amonkhet premiere drafts that they had. I did a couple times.
So you're dipping into some of those old drafts. I think the oldest draft I've played is just New Capenna, which is not saying much. That's pretty current standard, but not by a lot.
But I was most impressed by the Amonkhet one. Everything was pretty cool in that draft. A lot of neat stuff that I hadn't seen before, and very thematic. All of the cards. And I don't even like zombies.
Yeah, I don't like zombies either. It's so stanky. If you're a zombie, it's okay if you unfollow.
Wow. Follow me, please.
Yeah. Follow the cheese monkey. He likes things that smell like cheese, probably.
Why did I put that in there? Okay, well. I don't know why.
Because you're so afraid of my dream start of 3 elves.
Yeah. Would you trade a dog for an elf?
Often I would, because I know what District Master can do, but I'm in a position where I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
Gonna hope you don't have a white counterspell.
Is that a thing?
In some formats. I don't think it is in this format, but... Okay, this is pretty bad hits, but... Cards is cards. I have 4 elves now. My elf count is climbing.
Let's do...
Oh boy, I wish I could pull up your stream and look at your hand like any of my viewers could do right now.
I'm not getting the draws that I would like.
Me neither.
In fact, I might just like pass turn.
Suspicious. Okay.
Oh, I forgot that you could do that.
No, it's my upkeep, so I'd have to have something at instant speed.
Okay. Do you have something at instant speed?
I'm playing mono green, of course not. No, I don't. All right, so I guess we have choices now.
I hope you were impressed with me taking you down 2 mana. I thought about it. It probably won't matter, but I felt smart to me.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I wasn't able to cast the 10 mana sorcery in my graveyard anyway.
Oh. I don't know what those other 2 cards in your hand are, man.
Well, I think I'll probably show you.
Okay.
I'm just questioning whether I should transform Pelucranos, because I also have the mana to do that, despite your elf having.
Yeah, I should have.
I think I just attack.
Him.
Dog sacrifice. Okay.
Chonk dog. It's usually.
I would like to present.
So that card I usually use to untap my tap for advantage cards, but I haven't drawn any of those. Probably should have mulliganed. Alright. Let's get things going here. Yeah, the dog is just like... he does nothing. There's nothing I can do with him now. Everything's too big.
Okay, do I transform? Again, do I transform Pelucranos or... Nah, I'm just going to cast another Cavalier and see if I can keep going off. It's the lair of the Hydra.
Jank-Off, man. You didn't get anything. You got literally nothing.
I got a land.
Oh, okay. I guess
that's what it does.
Something. Yeah.
He's supposed to find Nykthos. But I'll take Lair of the Hydra when I have like 10 mana available, you know? Your innocence is so enduring.
Yeah, it really is.
I think we're playing around split up pretty well.
Mm-hmm. I don't really...
Here's a question for chat. What little ditties do you have that come into your head when you say various card names? Like I always have, it's the lair of the Hydra. And there was one other that I did this episode also. Oh yeah. Slick shot, show off. I don't know why that happens, but I know it. Oh, okay. Well, we just win. I present Nykthos. I already could have stormed the festival without it, but now we can storm twice. Oh no, my health.
Yeah, take that. And that one too. You need an even number of both kinds.
Okay. Yeah, we just win. Pretty sure. Well, actually, the elves could have been relevant.
I really needed a Besta. I really needed to draw a split up there.
Let's keep storming the festival. Maybe I'll deck myself, you know. Oh gosh, we can keep going. Okay, I should just count if I have lethal. Okay, other creatures you control get +1/+1 and have trample and haste. Okay, so we should keep playing then.
So you got 4, 10, 14. You do have lethal though. Just so you know.
Yeah, okay. You're right. I should be careful
off in
not
public.
myself.
It's embarrassing.
But I can just keep playing cards though. It's addicting.
Well, let me check. Game. Yeah, you know what? Do it. Just keep going. I just suddenly decided.
Okay, 15 cards is probably
no, enough. Keep going. Oh, which monster is gonna kill the dog? Not the monkey. The monkey's cool.
Gonna get trolled, behemouthed, rebirthed.
Rebirth. Yeah, he's a monster. He's killing the dog. What a monster. He was a good
It's
boy.
okay,
He was a good dog.
I'm not a dog person. What does a dog do other than Kabira take down 2 elves? I guess it is a fearsome fighter for his size, but
It's one of the best 1-mana tap enablers.
yeah, it is. Do we want any of these cards against your deck?
All right. I heard the call, and the call said more removal.
I don't think we need this card. Or this one. I don't know. These look fun. Mono green. All right, folks, I hope you're enjoying the bonus game. Some Explorer content. I think we keep. We do need all the cards in our hand.
I always do that. I always get so excited by cards that are in my hand, and then I remember I don't have the mana base for them until I draw it immediately.
Oh, good job. Well, you have a free attack.
Okay, if you say so. Somehow I
Ouch.
didn't trust you.
This is Pioneer. There aren't free spells here, I don't think. I kind of needed that elf, though.
I was hoping so. I mean, your Trailblazer is free.
Yeah, but I needed that to play another card in my hand. Let's see, because I would have gone... I would have gone with this, and then this, and that would have given me the mana to do this or this. But instead I just have to, I think, pass? Who knows what I'm planning? Folks, is Mana Tithe legal in Explorer? I don't think it is. I'd like to show you my little piece of tech. I don't think I've seen other mono green Explorer decks doing this, but I can just tutor up Nykthos. Granted, I have 0 devotion right now, but I hope to change that. Oh, I did this wrong order. Oh well, it'll be fine. So we do that.
Oh, whenever I play one of the road cards, I start singing Country Roads in my head. Country Roads. Because I think I'm the only person in all of Magic Arena that actually puts the Wild Road cards in my deck. Unironically.
It's kind of true.
Only in specific decks. Like ones that are, mountain vehicle based. Which I have more than one.
Okay, so like half your decks?
Yeah. You got me. I want to do this.
Your steed, so seraphic.
Ready. You can block now, though, which is annoying.
Suddenly have all these creatures. By all these, I mean same number as you.
Yeah, but he has to survive for that ability to fire, I would assume.
Yeah, it's called Ride to survive.
And he can't ride yet.
Okay, I would like to troll you.
You scared
I like
me
that
there.
sound.
I heard
like
if you get into some
Forest.
really older Magic cards on Arena, like ones that came out the first year of the game, some of them have like really bad animations.
Yeah, they have really weird, dated-looking animations that some people like, but
I would like them ironically, I think.
I feel like it's probably from nostalgia. Oh, I still haven't untapped Nykthos? Well, I don't mind if I do. Here we go. Storming festivals again.
Miss.
Nope.
Looks like a miss to me.
Oh, okay. Am I gonna... Dang it. I have to be worried about milling myself. It's the lair of the Hydra. I'll take another Nykthos untapped. I want to keep this one. Okay, that's enough cards, Trailblazers. Thank you. Doing their job too well. I need to be careful about playing too many creatures with power. Yeah, this should be enough. I can't resist.
Yeah.
I can't resist.
I think you should keep going. I think game 3 is required. Until I draw some removal.
Can't resist.
I want to draw split up once. You gotta give me that.
19 cards? 19 cards, okay. How about a Thrun?
Is Thrun a turtle? No, he's a troll.
He's a really turtly looking troll, though. I'll grant you that. And then 16 cards. What about Pellegrinos?
I really do want to see you mill yourself out. You've always joked that it could happen, but it never does, and I want to see it happen.
Oh no, I'm actively having to play around it. It definitely can happen.
I want to see it happen. For me, let's go to game 3.
No, I must end this, Anakin. I'm gonna do it. I know you want me to be milled, but I want to smash your face with big green critters, and I'm gonna do it. Dang it!
Fine, then I'll block.
Settle the wreckage. No, you don't have the mana for that. Oh, that first strike.
Got him.
On my indestructible creature. Can we get below 100? I don't think so.
No.
That was close. Alright, GG. Well, we had to experiment, folks.
It's true.
Looks like if I want to do more Explorer as bonus games, I should build a different deck.
Or I should get a better Explorer deck.
But it's the Jank-Off.
Yeah, it's true. Okay.
Alright, folks, I hope you all enjoyed our Standard Brawl end of set episode. So we're thinking about whether we'll continue with Tarkir Dragonstorm. I'm excited to see how that set turns out. You'll be seeing new cards from it next week, I'm sure. The set releases in just a couple days, at the time of recording on Arena, and a couple days after that in paper. So if any of you have been enjoying pre-release, tell us how you did. If you enjoyed seeing some Standard Brawl content, tell us what you thought. Suggest cards from the next set that we should consider for the end of that set, especially for the Brawl, especially Commanders. So I hope to see you all next week. As always, this will continue to be Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern, which is 11 p.m. UTC. Any last words, Albino Cheese Monkey, for this last Aether Drift video?
It's been a pleasure brawling with you. I enjoyed Aether Drift more than I thought I would. I was excited for the vehicles because I'm weird, but a lot of the non-vehicle cards were actually pretty fun. Didn't love the draft environment, a bit too grindy for my taste, but the cards themselves were fun to jank with for sure. Not that I'm not done with them either, probably.
All right. Well, I'm just happy to have spent the last day of the set finally with my goddess, Sabsunin.
Oh, I thought you were going to say me.
Oh, no, with you too, but we spent the whole set with you.
We actually had rival goddesses.
Don't begrudge me a little time with Bay Sabsunin. All right. Thanks y'all for watching, folks. Hope to see y'all next week.